Good evening, my name is Gordy Moore, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about my company, McCormick Motors, and what we've been doing to reduce our consumption of energy. Our journey began about 15 years ago, and our objective was to reduce expenses. In order to get started, we had to benchmark and understand what we were using, when we were using it, and where we were using it. And what we were disposing of, because we were disposing of a tremendous amount of material. We set some goals for ourselves. They were very aggressive goals, and we conducted audits and periodic inspections to make sure that we were on track. We did a cost-benefit analysis to decide what projects we were going to do and how quickly we were going to do them. Now, this is the list of initiatives we actually executed. Now, we didn't do these all at once. These were done a few at a time. Every year we added something to the mix, and we tried to get our best benefit for the lowest cost as we move through this. So how are we doing? In 2008, after a decade worth of work, you can see what we did. We increased the size of our facility by about 80%, did a great job on natural gas. Electricity is a tough one, and our energy bill continued to go up. Recycling, much more great story. 99% of all the liquid waste that we have, we recycle or reuse. And we have reduced the amount of material we send to the landfill by 62 tons. We also had some environmental initiatives, and I point out the top one there because when I got to the dealership, we were taking everything that was going in our drains and it was going out into the drainage ditch. That has now been rerouted into our sanitation system. So what's next? We know the price of electricity is going up. We know the demand for electricity is going up because there's a proliferation of devices. So in the past, we've focused on efficiency. Now we're going to take a look at doing some production. So when I talk to people about what's the biggest bang for your buck, it's always doing efficiency or conservation. This slide clearly depicts that. We did some on-demand generators and had a great return on investment. We then took a look at going after an energy grant that the state of Indiana had available to us. We had to figure out where we were using everything. We applied for the grant, and in October 2008, we got the grant, and it covered about half the cost of a series of solar panels, which was the direction we decided to go. This is our first set of solar panels, 28 panels. It actually generated much more electricity than we anticipated, and our payback was a little bit over 18 years. We started that system and completed it in February of 2009. We discovered that there was a hidden incentive that really made things work for us, and that is the SREC. For every megawatt that I produce, I earn one SREC, and that's sold in the open market. I currently am selling those at $250 an SREC. So we've expanded our system. We're generating 5 megawatts a month, and on an annual basis, we're getting back $15,000 in SREC credits. So what are our results now? Very dramatic, 75% natural gas reduction. We actually have decreased from our benchmark the use of electricity, but we're still almost flat now on our energy bill. With our SREC money, we actually have the lowest bill that we've seen in 20 years. Now, we can't save our way or we can't produce our way out of this issue. This slide depicts that. The black line is what we use, the green line is what we produce, the red line is what I actually pay for. These lines depict every year we have gone down. Now, the interesting thing about this slide is that bottom line, and you see the very low part, that is last year in the middle of the heat wave, and my solar panels more than compensated for the increased demand on my air conditioner. This is a complex slide that talks about the SREC. I can't do this, and it doesn't make sense if I don't have the SREC, and that is a public policy issue. Now, you can't get anywhere in any of this if you do not get your employees on board. So we have developed an employee benefit plan. And basically what I do is I reimburse them 35 cents on the dollar, up to $700 a year, for them to do things in their home. And you can see what we've done. Over $50,000 in home improvements for my employees, and I've reimbursed them $8,100 in the last 4 years. Thank you.
Right on. Cheers.